There's no time. Take this. Keep it safe.
What are you giving me?
Information. The Ice Reach Coven. At work in the west. Just need more proof. Go! They're coming!
Who's coming?
Don't trust them. Only Lyris. She's...
Hold on.
You there. What did that fugitive tell you?
Nothing honest.
Who are you? Another spy? What did this lying Easterner say to you?
I'm just going about my business here. And saw this man was injured.
Assisting a fugitive is a crime in Hafingar Hold. Unless you want to find out how we deal with traitors and spies, tell me what he said to you.
He died before he could say anything.
Lucky for you. If he had told you any seditious lies and you decided to keep them from us, you'd have been in real trouble.
Why do you sound German? Well, I came here to warn you about Ice Reach Coven. I'm definitely working the area.
Don't start spreading rumors about Reach witches. You go panicking the good folk of Solitude and I'll toss you in a cell. And how is it you know so much about this witch work?
I was abducted by them, but we kind of escaped.
And my grandfather killed 12 giants with his bare hands. But at least he had the good grace to string a few of their teeth around his neck before he made the claim. Got any proof? Or do you want to reconsider making a false report, eh?
All I have is my word, man.
The word of an outsider isn't worth mammoth spit. Keep sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, and you'll wind up just like him. Mind your own business, or you'll find that Solitude doesn't take kindly to instigators and strangers.
Hey, goodbye, man.
Go on. Just remember, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
You wanna go? Huh? Huh? A scrap paper hurriedly scrawled in shaky hand sits atop the pile. Brundled. The guards came asking about you. They're rattling their scabbards about anyone they can find. I'm scared. I hid your horse in the woods. I'll wait in the barn by the stables outside the city, but only for one more day. Especially looking form of annotation. Declaration of Customs, Port Departure, Sentinel, Port of Arrival, Solitude, Cargo offloaded, 3 barrels of Oasis water, 4 crates of Skaven housewares, 5 crates of Tepes pottery, 1 crate of Sentinel canteens. Saw a crew member suspiciously marking several crates on the dock, hidden compartments. Couldn't get a look inside. A small, tightly folded note tucked between the sheets. Let's surprise you. Follow the directions. The stones to the south are the lonely decks, and the shadows of the shelter. Where they live, the trees keep watch. Alright. So on our lobby, that's all I wanted to do. I want to get themselves to Solitude. Park them out here. We're going to level them up a little bit later.
There's no time. Take this. Keep it safe.
Wait. What are you giving me?
Information. The Ice Reach Coven. At work in the west. Just need more proof. Go! They're coming!
Who's coming? Who attacked you?
Don't trust them. Only Lyris. She's...
Hold on, wait.
You there. What did that fugitive tell you?
Oh, nothing, sir.
Who are you? Another spy?
Yep.
What did this lying Easterner say to you?
We're just going about my business since I was injured, man.
Assisting a fugitive is a crime in Hafingar Hold. Unless you want to find out how we deal with traitors and spies, tell me what he said to you.
He asked me for my papers and then let me go peacefully. No, he died before he could say anything.
Lucky for you. If he had told you any seditious lies and you decided to keep them from us, you'd have been in real trouble.
I hear you.
Don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. Solitude doesn't take kindly to instigators or strangers. And mark my words, you'd rather not get on the wrong side of the High King's guard.
Alright.
Go on. Just remember, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Sure, man. Sure. Mythics are account bound. That's what I thought. We already went through that, so we're gonna follow these scripted directions. It's interesting though. If we go through the tutorial, it goes one way that we still warn him. We still warn about the Ice Reach Coven, but the guy's like, "Hey, don't do it, spreading those rumors around." If we come on to a brand new character that never did that before, we just get the generic, "Hey, don't do anything that we tell you not to do." Either way, we still get out of it. I think I'm gonna go head down this way first and take a look what those crates are.
Kyne's Aegis needs your help. Sea giants and vampires are everywhere.
Oh, what's this? Ash-covered fragments. Fragments of pottery, possibly urns, littered at the bottom of the hidden compartment between packing hay.
There would rather be said.
Garage, it's the file, man. A strange ash or dust is covering the fragments. Grandpa's urn? No. Do it this way. I probably didn't save that much time, honestly. You hear something? Hidden belongings. There's a letter to Lyris tucked between the covers. Lyris, you're one hot mama. Oh, how I would love to motorboat. Oh, no, wait, that's the other letter. Okay, this letter. If you're reading this, I never made it to the meeting place at I never made it to our meeting at the Blue Palace. I'm likely either dead or in a dungeon. But I was able to send word your way. I don't have solid proof that the Ice Reach Coven is hunting. Your hunting is in Hagra Fold, but something's rotten in the City of Solitude. I know I'm on the right trail. Unfortunately, it seems that they know it too. I wish I have more information for you. I'm sorry. Bring what I found to Queen Geldahide. She's more level-headed than the High King. Without her influence, I doubt you'll ever be allowed to see the High King's Savagran Rundle. The journal itself reads as follows. This assignment is going to be more challenging than I anticipated. Locals are suspicious of strangers. Guards always seem to be watching. Even the city of the size of Solitude. Even among Nords, I stick out like a sore thumb. Made one contact in the royal stables. A young woman named Corvin. Starry-eyed, naive. Told her to keep watch for unusual travelers. No one else is talking. I'm gonna have to settle into the routine. Get people used to seeing me around. Everything passes the Lonely Troll at some point. It's the best place in the city to talk to locals and learn what's going on. There's an orc who frequents the establishments, who goes by the name of Mog. He seems willing to talk, as long as you keep his mug filled. If anyone knows something about the Ice Reach Coven, I'm sure it's going to be a Lonely Troll. Any trust that I built up with locals evaporated at the mere mention of witches. I won't say a word to them. Don't get near me. Try again. Alright. Any trust I built up with the locals evaporated with the mere mention of witches. I won't say a word about them. Unless you count prayers to the gods. I guess they take dark magic more seriously than this close to the Reach. But they'd rather shut their ears than court misfortune. Garvin came through for me. Said some rugged types arrived in the mountain mares. Oh fuck. Well, We're gonna get out of this. Yep. I saw that coming. I couldn't read fast enough. Actually, maybe in our inventory. Oh, it is. Hey, Marine. They put the postings around town, recruiting for something. Sharp girl. The recruitment flyer is stuffed between the pages. Laborers and craft workers needed. Gray folks sought for distant and dangerous work in uncharted territory beyond the Radek Mountains. Travel mandatory. Food and lodging provided. A year-long commitment required. With rewards to match the risks. Inquire for the Lonely Troll Inn in Solitude. Note scribbled at the bottom of the flyer. Seeing these posters across the hold, nobody seems to know what the labor's for or where it's needed. Journal continues. I noticed a Red Guard ship making regular stops at the dock here. Consider my chilly reception. I find that curious. It cost me a good bit of gold, but the local snitch, Grega, who found gambling in a alley, provided some solid leads. Red Guard mariners are bringing shipments from Sentinel. Manifest says houseware. Crews look more like mercenaries than traders. She saw one of them discreetly marking some of the crates. I think I'll poke around. Try to grab what was inside, but got caught and slipped my hand. Slipped from my hand. Oh no, slipped from my hand before I could wrest it from the crate. Managed to lose the thugs who were after me. I'm just hoping they never got a good look at me. Supposed to meet Lyris Titanborn before her audience with Queen Guardhood at the Blue Palace. Tell her what I found and she should convince High King Skyrim that there's a threat to the domain. All I've got is suspicions, nothing solid. I've heard the High Queen rules with a lighter touch. She might be the sympathetic ear that gets us in the door. All right, enough story time with Hero. Let's get ourselves to the inn there and see if Lyris is waiting for us. Welcome back, Hamburger.
Stay back! I'll do it! I'll stab you!
Will you? I'll stab you bigger.
I mean it! One step closer, and I'll stick you like a hawker!
Hey, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to talk to you about Brunhild. You know, the guy we just met, like 2 seconds ago.
I don't know any Brunhild. That is what I told the guards, and that is what I'm telling you. I don't want any more trouble. You make me stab you, and it's my word against yours.
Brunhild's dead. He left me a handful of papers and a lot of questions.
Dead? Stone's mercy. And I'm next, aren't I?
Yep, probably.
I don't know anything. I won't make any trouble. I'll disappear. I don't even like it here. You'll never see me again.
Hey, I didn't kill him. I could have, but I didn't. Tell me what's going on here.
He did not tell me a lot. Said he was tracking some bad people. Asked me to keep an eye out for any unusual comings and goings. He'd come by now and then with a sweet roll and a few coins for my trouble.
Mm-hmm.
He was nice.
And did you see anything out of the ordinary?
The last time we spoke, it was about the men with the job postings. A pair of wolves in sheep's clothing. Trying to blend in, but still rough around the edges. Same with their horses. Sheared mountain mares. Come from the Reach, I wager.
Job postings?
Flyers. They were hanging them at the inn around the city. Something about a lucrative opportunity in the Druidic Mountains. I really did not pay them a lot of attention. I was more interested in the men distributing them.
So what are you gonna do now?
Take Brondle's horse and run before someone less friendly comes to find me. Bron was going to take me back east after he finished here. I want to live where strangers are welcomed with a smile instead of a scowl. I hear Windhelm is like that. We're stuck between the despot of Markarth and the Skald King of the East. Both sniff around like wolves, waiting for a moment of weakness to strike. Not a day goes by without the threat of war. It is exhausting living this way.
Do you think those men were probably trying to hide where they were coming from?
They'd be wise to. The only time Reachmen and Nords meet is to kill each other. I always heard they were raiders and barbarians. No interest in honest labor, or writing for that matter. Not the sort to post job notices.
What do you think they really want then?
Who knows? Maybe they really do need laborers.
It's it's Nordic.
Would hire Nords, so it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Tell me about the Reach.
A wild land full of wild folk, located south and west of here. It's changed hands between Reachmen and the Nords more times than I can count. But they control the territory now. Seeing Reachmen wandering the streets of Solitude, it makes me nervous.
Why does that make you nervous, then?
You'd feel the same if you knew the tales of the fall of Markarth. What the Reachmen do to folks they capture. Better to slice your own throat than let those barbarians take you alive. If they raid our hold, just run and don't look back.
Oh, hi everyone. Let's see if we can fix that a little bit, huh? Genie mode, that should make us a little bit more, that should help us get a little bit, make us a little bit more alone. You have a sleep study done? I'm waiting for the call from the VA. I have mine done. I gotta go around. Where do we need to go here? All the way to the palace, really? Isn't ESO as trippy? It is.
What do you want?
Thumb crash. Oh, the noise in the background. Sorry about that. Hey, tall lady. Refresh that.
Yorin didn't mention he was sending you to Solitude. Not that I'm sorry to have you along. An extra blade is always welcome. As soon as Brondold shows up, we can get things started.
He isn't coming. He's kind of dead.
He's what? Damn it. Queen Gerhild will be here at any moment. Look, Her Highness is expecting to talk to me and my contact. I need you to pretend to be that contact, or this will go very badly.
Oh, what's this all about?
We can exchange intimate details of our lives later. Right now, just know that the safety of all of Skyrim, maybe even all of Tamriel, depends
Intimate
on how
details.
this meeting goes. So follow my lead and be on your best behavior with Her Highness.
Best behavior. We have the cute Nord Queen. We're not doing that. So follow your lead with what now?
Lyris Titanborn. Your reputation is known even here in the West. Is this one of your famed companions?
No, but I assure you my partner is one of the Skald King's best. Go introduce yourself, partner.
Hi.
I am Gerhild, Queen of Skyrim. Allow me to welcome you on behalf of our kingdom, our city, and our hold. Who might you be?
Herfrey Dready Kitty, Your Excellency.
The letter that preceded your arrival said an attempt was made on the Skald King's life. It indicated that High King Svargrim would be next. My husband took that as an accusation and a threat. He will not meet with you, but I will hear you out.
She squints more than a Dunmer noble here. I've witnessed some concerning things since I arrived here, Your Majesty.
Have you anything that would persuade my husband? It will take some substantial evidence to convince High King Svargrim to heed the words of the hated Yoren, the Skald King.
There's evidence of Reachman activity around Solitude.
Reachman transgressions will not be enough for Svargrim to accept outside help. He's a prideful man, and the bad blood between him and Yoren runs deep.
Yep, I understand that.
I'll speak on your behalf, but you and Lyris will need to bring me proof he cannot ignore.
Okay, we'll go find that proof then.
Thank you for alerting me to this situation. I am eager to see what else you uncover. I will do what I can, but be as discreet as possible. If you run afoul of my husband, he won't hesitate to return you to Yoren, and not necessarily in one piece.
Why is there bad blood between High King Savran and Yoren? Not that I don't already know, because Yoren went ahead and took the throne by force, and then forced everyone into the pact.
Eastern and Western Skyrim have been at odds since the kingdom was divided.
Yep.
Yoren's ambitions for the Ruby Throne, however, have created a new level of tension. Forming alliances and raising armies for conquest. Should we not be wary of such a man?
Savran thinks Yoren wants to take over his kingdom?
Frankly, yes. He believes Yoren hasn't marched here with an army as yet, because the Western holds are firmly united against Pact rule. My husband is certain Yoren plots to erode those allegiances. He will not easily earn the High King's trust.
Soldier accuse me of being a spy. Are your people always suspicious?
My deepest apologies. Between the Reach to our south and the Ebonheart Pact to the east, our soldiers have come to see all outsiders as a potential threat. I will look into this.
Who the hell
Vigilance
would
cannot
follow
be allowed to become a
this
bludgeon.
Partridge 69. It's the follow. What happened to the first 68 partridges actually? What sort of proof do you need?
You must convince my husband that a threat greater than Yoren exists. Further, this threat must directly imperil the High King. Find proof of this, and I will assist you how I can. Helping to keep our hold safe will also allay his concerns.
What we found so far, is it enough?
It's enough for me to believe your intentions are sincere. Learn more about these suspicious activities you mentioned, then bring it to me. If this threat is as dangerous as Yoren claims, prove it, and I will make my husband listen to reason.
Lyris?
You handled that better than I expected. Now what in Mara's name happened to Brundold?
He's flew in pursuit and gave me a bundle of papers before he died.
Damn. Lucky thing he found you. Brundold was supposed to get the lay of the land before I got here. Without his information, my work for Yoren the Skald King could be over before it begins. What did he give you? Hand it over.
Here's everything I found.
Smugglers and Reachmen up to illicit business. Nothing unusual there, but Brondel thought it could be connected to the Coven. I'm short a good investigator, and you stepped into the role easily enough. Can I count on you to help me with this?
What do you need me to do? All the work, I'm guessing?
Brondel mentioned some locals we should have a talk with. A snitch named Grega who likes to gamble in back alleys, and an orc named Mog who frequents the Lonely Troll Inn. Let's find them and see what they can tell us.
How do they know the smugglers and the Reachmen are connected?
We don't, but it's all we've got. Even if they aren't connected to the Ice Reach Coven, taking care of a few of Svargrim's problems might earn us some goodwill. Now, let's go check out the back alleys and the Lonely Troll Inn.
Guys, Lyris is actually asking us to go to a back alley with her and then get a private room in an inn. Let's get going.
I'm not the first Nord from the east to receive a chilly reception at the Blue Palace. Doubt I'll be the last.
Maybe the tallest, though.
The Bard's College. Hard to imagine the Skald King spent his youth studying verse in this stodgy old kingdom.
Hard to believe he studied at all. Like, have you seen how much he drinks? There's a bottle there.
Hello there.
Hey, don't step on the dice. There a reason you're interrupting our game, pork face?
Brondel said you know something about smuggled goods in Sentinel?
Don't know any Brondel. Don't know you. Either way, I got nothing to tell you. Get lost. I'm on a winning streak.
Brondel is dead because of whatever's in those crates. Come on, tell us.
Dead? That's a new one. Nothing Kassala usually moves through port is worth killing over. You didn't hear it from me, but she's the one picking up those shipments. Her warehouse is down on the docks. You want to know more? Go ask her.
Alright, I'll go ask her. Thanks, man. What's a Khajiit and a Redguard doing here, too? I'm not touching that. We'll get to that later.
Let's stop by the Lonely Troll before we head to Kassala's warehouse. If we can find him, this Mog mentioned
Charming.
journal might know something about Kassala's operation.
Alright, let's go. He wants a room at the inn. We don't argue with the tall Nord lady.
Castle Dower is a monument to the Western spirit. Stony and cheerless. Maybe the new tower will liven up the place.
What?
You must be Mog. I have questions.
Questions? Happy to oblige. Buy a few rounds and let's chat.
You're going to answer me, Orc. Or
Hey! Nobody intimidates my friends.
Princess Svana.
Oh, hi. Princess, you say?
Who gave you the right to walk in here and bully my friend? Did my father send you?
Why would your father send somebody to bully Mog?
Because he doesn't like Mog. But I like Mog. Mog doesn't care that I'm a princess, and it doesn't matter to me that Mog's a scoundrel.
She has an orc fetish.
Father didn't send you. Why are you threatening my friend?
I want to ask him about if he saw some people putting up some job postings here.
Smelly bastards. Cheap, too. Wouldn't buy us a drink. They hung their flyers and left without saying a word.
You're a princess and you have to have somebody buy you drinks.
Smelly bastard showed up to sign on workers. He was a charmer, though.
You remember anything else about this charmer?
His breeches fit well. And he was handsome. Not
Oh.
old. Breton, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Didn't really listen to what he was saying. A half-dozen workers left with him. Off to the Drudock Mountains or someplace. He hasn't been back since.
Oh, thanks, Your Highness.
Let's talk outside, partner.
That is a Nord princess right now. There, you find her in the local pub, getting her education.
Who the hell would follow?
Arizin, thanks for the follow. Sybil will be around at this time. She might be. I mean, she is a vampire, so I'm gonna guess that you can probably find her sometime around here. She's been serving kings for a while there too. So, would you recommend me to hero to returning guy new tune in this DLC, or play it with an old one? If you've done the prequests and all that stuff, if you've done Harrowstorm, I'd probably say play it on an old one. If you haven't, I think the tutorial is nice enough that you could probably do that. You get a little bit more from the story end to like integrate with. So yeah, if you've done the other stuff already with Harrowstorm and the prequel event, I'd actually play it with an old character like I am. If you haven't though, just make a new character. Go through the tutorial. Doesn't hurt. You gotta meet some people. A few hundred years old, not 1,000. Maybe. I'm still waiting to see Serena. Harisham. Her MILF of a mother as well. I definitely want to see Serena in this patch here, but I've kept myself away from spoilers, so we'll see. Lyris, talk to us.
We've got a mysterious Breton possibly working with Reachmen, recruiting workers for some unknown purpose. Plus, there's a smuggler hiding unknown contraband in a warehouse down by the docks. I say we deal with the smuggler first.
Why the smuggler?
We know where to find her, and we more
Because you're smug?
what she's up to. And if the two are connected, maybe the smuggler can help us narrow our search for the Breton. Ready to visit Casella's warehouse?
All right, let's go to the warehouse. Don't disagree with the Nord lady. Can we marry Serena? I would like to marry Serena. Or maybe we can marry her mother. Also, texture's not loading. Hey, way to go too quickly.
Who the hell would follow this?
I like in Greymoor. I'm liking that I can actually play it now. Yesterday was a bit of a shit show, I will say. They patched everything. They got everything in there that was queued up. But myself, I just had a terrible day. Not with just the game. I had issues with. Let's see. The night before we had issues with our power supply going. And the day after it like actually popped, so I had to spend the entire day getting an old one in there. Caught my hand on that shit. We had a power outage, and I didn't get to stream until 10:40 because of that plus the queue time. And then on top of that, we get through the tutorial, and just toward the end of stream, we have an internet outage. And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, after everything else that happened. You'd rather marry Maven Brackbyre than Velareca, honestly. Well, I guess if you're in a femdom, Maven would be good. It feels bad. Yeah, I'm just like shaking my head at like the coincidences on a launch day when we have drops on. I'm trying to do giveaways and everything else like that, and it all fucks up like that.
Let's try not to cause a scene.
Just needs your help. Sea giants and vampires are everywhere.
Hi.
Private property. Get lost. Wait. A half-giant? Is that Lyris Titanborn?
You know Lyris? Because there's only like, how many half giants are there actually? Yeah, you know Lyris?
Blood and Blade. Everyone knows Lyris Titanborn. What a woman. She's even larger than I imagined. She fought Swordmaster Sai Sahan to a draw. Wait, is he here too?
No, just us. We need to see Kasala, actually.
Until Kasala returns, I'd be happy to keep fair Lyris company in her stead.
Hey. I get you, man. Perhaps we could wait inside then.
Alas, Kasala doesn't allow visitors when she is here to conduct business. But we can wait out here. Do you think Lyris would autograph my ancestral scabbard? It would mean so much to my son. When I have one. Do you know if Lyris is betrothed?
Yeah, Sai might be having some issues with that, but don't worry, he's in Southern Elsewhere right now. But give her your scabbard. She'd be happy to autograph it, I'm sure.
Oh, thank you. You don't know how much this means to me.
I don't know what you said to him, but this is our chance. Try the lock. See what's in those marked crates. I'll watch the door.
An ancient urn. Markings in this urn match the shards that you found in the crate in the darks. Ash and bones. A fine dust or ash fills this clay pot. Small bits of bone can be seen within the ash. Reach ritual fetishes. Hey, everyone has fetishes. Rawhide, rough hewn wood, stone, bones. All what a growing boy needs. All carved with ritualistic symbols common to the Reach. Yep.
Whoever was poking through our shipments would return. Brought muscle this time, I see.
More than you. Care to try me?
I'll pass. I just want to know who's been meddling in my business.
Hi, can I just slip between you guys? Hey. Hi.
I had a feeling it wasn't just an opportunistic thief trying to steal my cargo. What are you after?
Proof of a plot against the High King. Can you explain what's in these crates here?
A plot against the High King? Involving plundered antiquities from Hammerfell? Preposterous. I'm simply facilitating a transaction between treasure hunters and a rich collector. So, who am I paying the bribe to? You or the High King?
What about these reach fetishes here?
Give me that. Tribal crafts my arse. I told that son of a skeever I don't deal in arcane goods, especially ones from the Reach. Nothing but sorrow comes from such business. This isn't cursed, is it?
Yes, it's totally cursed. Who hired you?
No name, just instructions and gold. Shipments come in, I make sure no one looks too closely and wait for a pickup. Never see same face twice. Last time it was a smooth-talking Breton with Nord laborers in tow. You want more? I need assurances.
I'm sure we can work something out here.
They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used it myself when the city guard was being thorough. Want to catch them? Start there. If that's all, we're leaving. I'm not losing my head over this.
Can you tell me anything else about this Breton and the laborers?
The Breton was sly. Handsome even. Thought he could charm me into taking on additional shipments. Now that I know what's involved, the trouble isn't worth it. The Nords were local, hired hands from the Lonely Troll.
You never checked the cargo though, right?
I'm paid not to ask too many questions.
Yep.
This arrangement was a lucrative one. I trusted them, but it seems they took advantage of my natural greed. That won't happen again.
Wonder what's up here, I think. Yeah, Greymoor Gaming. If you take a look down below, you can see my affiliate link for Greymoor Gaming as well if you want to use that. Otherwise, I I'm trying to think. There's other places you can take a look at as well. Like I think GG.deals can show you like the cheapest spots, but I think all the prices have gone up. Cheapest I've seen though is 16% off, so you can save some money, but you're not gonna get it better than that right now. It just came out anyways. Can you marry a Ren? Depends. Do you mind riding? Do you mind riding with our Ren saddleless on her mount, Razumdar, through the meadows? I mean, who knows? She might be into it. You got 2 crates so far. Nice, man. You just bought elsewhere last week. Nice. $50 AUD. Nice. Yeah, the only reason I say good deals is because some people are over in the UK, I know, can't get certain deals in other locations. So there's always some place that has it cheaper. Just don't do GTOA or anything like that. Those can always be a little bit rough. You'd be happy to marry it, Raz. Alright, Lyris, let's talk.
Ronald had good instincts. We're definitely onto something. Our mystery buyer is hiring locals to haul these urns and reach fetishes out of the city. But for what purpose?
Some sort of ritual, maybe? Could have something to do with the rituals I saw the evening before in the barrow. Yeah, what about that?
The Coven was also perfecting some kind of ritual in Icereach. Something to do with storms. If these fetishes are from Icereach, you may be onto something. Still, why involve the locals? Seems like an unnecessary risk.
Oh, we can check the lodge.
Good idea. Head there while I circle around from the other direction. Maybe I can catch them before they reach the lodge. Just be careful. I'd rather not lose another partner at this point in the investigation.
I'll see you at the lodge. We go lodge a complaint.
Do my best. And tell him I owe him an autograph.
Oh, he's gonna get more than an autograph if I see him again.
Oh no! Oh no! Come on, man. He was gonna have a kid someday.
They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used it myself when the city guard was being thorough. Want to catch them? Start there. If that's all, we're leaving. I'm not losing my head over this.
You want to buy it from resale? Even though the CD keys is only $20, I'd really question $20. There's been no place that has been selling it for that low for them to make any type of profit. So if they're selling it for $20, more than likely it's a sham. They're probably selling elsewhere codes. Like, you'd have to be giving away the code to sell it for $20, and I don't think that anyone's doing that. Even streamers wouldn't do that. Average price, 16% off the going price there, so probably like, I'd say $40. Stolen or scam keys. Yeah, that could be it. They could be buying them like wholesale or something like that. But with the way that things are and the way that like Bethesda tracks things, they wouldn't really get anything from it. So Elder Scrolls Greymoor right now for a standard key is $50 with 60% off. If you're doing the upgrade, digital upgrade, it's $33, 60% off. That's on Greenman Gaming. I cannot see any way that you can get anything cheaper, like $20. That's just probably not true. That's either somebody just getting the key and giving it away for $20 to like sell it off quickly. Somebody could be trying to steal it and try to resell it, but those will get automatic kickbacks from whatever what am I thinking here? Whatever like credit card they're using to use that, they'd automatically get kicked back. they wouldn't make any money off of it because unlike Steam or those other ones here, Bethesda would actually track, okay, here's this key, here's this transaction. We know that this transaction was done with a stolen card and just kill it. Where is this thing? Abandoned Lodge up there. Guess my dad see if he was willing to get me a PS4 edition. Late birthday present. Not bad. Hi.
I have more than I need, so I'll just feast on you.
What was that? Huh? Huh? What was that? Oh. Is that our first? That's my first purple lead, actually. I think it just gets put in my inventory there. We bought myself, but currently no inflow of money. A lot of people are like that right now. I feel your pain. Whee! Patriarch Zaros. That's definitely an evil name. Anytime you see a Z at the start of a name, that's probably a supervillain right there. Preparations are complete, my Breton brother. We are ready to begin the ritual. Send the latest shipment of Karnathi to Karnathi's temple. Sister Albert will put everything into good use. You have done well. Await my command. R. Your name starts with a Z? Then you're probably gonna end up being a supervillain. Congrats. Just remember, do not reveal your evil plan until you're sure the hero's dead, okay? Could you get a legit copy from Amazon? Yeah, definitely. $1 million, yes. See, why I think all those like supervillain things are always bullshit is because really what they want to do is just like, if you're a true supervillain that just wanted to like have all these servants and why do they do this shit, right? Because I want to make a better world, because I just don't want to work anymore, some bullshit like that. Yet they do all this shit that just like makes their life harder. People don't do that normally.
Over here, partner.
You know why I'm not a supervillain, guys? You want to know why I'm not a supervillain? Because I'm too goddamn lazy. That's why I just never believe when they have those people like doing all that shit in those movies. It's just too convoluted. Just too much effort, yeah. Tell me what I get with your gift card. Well, shop around, but I mean, I don't know prices on console that well. Also, if you buy it for PS4, I believe if you get it between June 6th and June 24th, because they're having issues right now with shipping on stuff, you'll still get the collector's edition too. So you get the collector's edition bonuses on top of everything else.
All I found were these Reachmen stalking the pass. Decided they'd rather die than talk, so I obliged. They don't look like they're from Ice Reach, but they are wearing the Coven's medallions. Anyway, did you find the lodge?
Yeah, the lodge was empty, but I found a letter from for the Breton. Orders to send the shipment to Bequith. Fuck. One minute here. I'm gonna get my wife to say this here because I want to hear what she fucking thinks this is. Say that word. Say that word.
Kilcreath?
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 Yeah, it's either Kilcreath or Kilcreath.
Okay.
Why?
I can't say it.
Oh, oh. Yeah. Wait, what are you saying?
Kilcreath?
Kilcreath. Yeah, it could be something like that.
Kilcreath?
Kilcreath?
I can't say that. I feel like I'm saying an alien name when I say that.
No, Kilcreath. Yeah. No, you're alright. You're okay. Aw, you're so cute.
Kilcreath. Okay, I when I say it together, I just want to be like some alien thing here, like Kilcreath. Kilcreath. Yeah. Okay. Or send him to Kilcreath?
Kilcreath? The
Kilcreath.
Temple of Meridia? Why would the Ice Reach Coven target a local Daedra cult?
Letter said that they're ready to start a ritual as soon as they receive the shipment. Oh, maybe we're gonna kill Darian this chapter. Oh, this would be the best chapter ever. Yes!
Damn, we're running out of time. I'll head back to Solitude and try again to warn High King Svargrim. You go to Kilcreath Temple and alert Meridia's priests. I'll meet you there as soon as I can.
Or the priests. Like, should I attempt to stop the ritual?
You'll be going up against the Coven by yourself. Warn the priests. If there's an opportunity to safely stop or delay the ritual, by all means, but don't take any unnecessary chances. I still don't want to lose another partner. Good luck.
I'll see you at Kilcreath Temple after you warn the High King. The High King's not gonna do shit, probably. Sound like a trilling cat. Isn't this around where a Periite shrine is? At least I thought it was a Periite shrine up here sometime at some point. Wait till it's been a while since I played Skyrim too.
A disaster has befallen Kilcreath Temple.
Oh no, what happened? What happened?
It's good to see you again, but what are you doing here? Have you followed the Draugr-kin's plunder to this hold too?
I was sent to warn the temple priests after finding the evidence the Ice Reach Covens for the Queen.
I'm sorry, but you're too late. The Coven unleashed their Harrow Storm, and now vampires and Harrow Fiends are everywhere. Still, meeting you again is fortuitous. We worked well together, and I could use your help tracking down the Draugr-kin plunder.
What's the Draugr-kin plunder?
The Draugr-kin we're smuggling remains.
He's a vampire? Yes, he is.
And sending them here by way of Sentinel. The cargo arrived in Solitude, but it wasn't clear who the shipments were for.
He's cute.
Until I followed them here. They were destined for the Ice Reach Coven.
Yeah, in the new tutorial, he helps us out. He explained that he's under the Count of Ravenwatch. In the what is it? Harrowstorm dungeon. Trying to remember. Unhallowed Grave. He's actually working with us along with the Red Guard woman there, getting through this. I think we see him earlier too, but I don't remember. So I was tracking the shipments too. That's what led me here.
The temple. There may be survivors who could use your help. Meanwhile, if we can learn more about the ritual, we may be able to determine a way to stop them. At the very least, we need to figure out where they plan to strike next.
Alright, what do you need me to do?
I could use your help to examine the strange pikes erected around the temple. Harrow Fiends and vampires roam the area, making it difficult to get close. Hence the need for your assistance.
Yes.
You see, I'm not that confident in my combat prowess.
What exactly happened in there anyways?
The Ice Reach Coven performed a ritual that unleashed a Harrow Storm on the temple. It struck without warning and evaporated as quickly as it began. But in its wake, it left behind harrow fiends. Innocent priests and pilgrims transformed into monsters.
What's a harrow storm? Like we never heard it before.
That's what I heard the Ice Reach Coven call the storm that struck Kilcreath Temple. It's magical in nature, the result of some sort of ritual performed by the witches. I'm still investigating, but I think the harrow fiends are a byproduct of the storm.
Mm-hmm. Good to hear. Oh, that reminds me, actually. Hi, Precruity. If you're wondering about Precruity here, we're currently in Khajiit mode, so I don't hopefully see as many people roaming around the world. This place is flooded with people right now. Hmm. You want to keep him? Hmm. Gonna put that there. That there. Go elusive. Criminal act. Stop right there, criminal sum. Yeah. Perfect Zion.
Look, a priest of Meridia. Maybe they can tell us more about what happened at the temple.
A vampiric bear. A vampiric bear. Oh, it's like the Death Hounds. Wasn't there a B movie about vampire bears? I know there's a B movie about zombie beavers. I know there's also a DC thing with Dracula bit a cow and the cow became a vampire cow. Can I? Oh, I can't get this one to suck. Hmm? What the fuck was that? Anyone's getting a little creeped out? Like, every time we kill something, there's like some red mist that moves away. There's nothing that time, right? Oh, it's because I have Khajiit mode on. That's why. There's other people here. All right. Depleted witch pike. Chemical residue. Pungent remains of a chemical mixture found in the depleted witch pike.
An alchemical residue. That should prove useful.
Look, I can use Mistform and run at the same time.
It's depleted. Just ordinary sticks and rope now. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, those are Harrow Fiends that aren't vampires. There's an achievement for feeding on the vampires I was looking for. Harrow Fiends or vampire? Oop, it's a vampire death blade. I should be able to use that, right? Ah! Goddamn blade of well.
Can you feel the lingering energy? That's Daedric, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm. Right, let's have a talk here.
These depleted witch pikes expended a lot of power to summon the Harrow Storm. Now they're just ordinary sticks, but even in this state, they tell us much about the ritual that flowed through them.
Okay, remind me, what did we learn from all this?
I'm sure now that the pikes play a significant role as focal points for the storm ritual. The prepared pikes are depleted as the ritual runs its course, but
Alright. Let's do that again.
I'm sure now that the pikes play a significant role as focal points for the storm ritual. The prepared pikes are depleted as the ritual runs its course, but I sensed lingering energy, including a Daedric taint. And we found an intriguing residue.
You sensed a Daedric taint? Like, dude. What's the significance of the residue?
It's the remains of an alchemical poultice that was spread over the pikes. Smells like rotting fungus, doesn't it? With a little study, I should be able to identify each ingredient in its makeup. Then I can begin to understand the ritual.
Should we take a closer look at the temple now?
One other thing I want to check first. I noticed the pilgrims leading a cart away from the temple right before the storm hit. Coven members could have tried to slip away among the innocents. The cart should be along the road south of the temple.
Alright, let's go check on the pilgrims then, who probably are all dead. How you doing? Hi.
Strange. They're alive but unresponsive. Check the crates that contain the smuggled items.
Mark crate. Yep. Dust and ashes.
Did you find anything of interest in the crate?
Crate's empty except for some dust and ashes here.
I can't believe anyone knowingly involved would have let themselves be exposed to the storm. Perhaps the pilgrims were tricked into transporting the crate. Or maybe it was slipped into their cart.
Should we go check at the temple now?
Yes, of course. Though I fear what we may find there. The temple was clearly at the center of the storm. Regardless, there's still a lot we don't know about the effects of this ritual. Observing the target area could offer new insights.
I think there's several opportunities to tell people that one is a vamp, so they can have beautiful reactions. Well, they made it so if you go stage 4, people react differently to you. Even at stage 3, they start to suspect things of you. But the biggest issue I still see, watch his mouth. Oh.
I hate to leave these people like this.
No fangs. See that?
Them with us.
Still no fangs.
At least they're far enough away that they haven't drawn the notice of the vampires and Hierophines.
Still no fangs. Nope, Cheshire, there's still no fangs. I'm hoping they maybe make it a crown store thing. Please, I will buy. Absolutely will buy fangs in the crown store. I've been complaining about the lack of fangs on vampires since launch. And I actually had the forum post to prove it. Shit, how the frick do we gotta go all the way around here, don't we? This Khajiit and ESO don't have huge dorky looking fangs like in Skyrim. Like, I kind of like this. I kind of like Sabertooth Khajiits. That was more of like a Morrowind thing, but at least like you got to see the fangs. Oblivion had the worst ones though, because like they used the same vampire like changing thing on every character. And Khajiit of course had like muzzles where they don't have like fangs like way out there. So they'd open their mouth and you see like little like fangs like inside the mouth if you pay attention. Otherwise they just like look like pale Khajiit. Just really messed up. That's not it either. Through here probably, hopefully. There we go. Nope, can't go through there. Oh no. Oh no, they're all dead.
These are temple priests and pilgrims. It seems the storm killed them.
Like, don't most of them become Harrow Fiends though?
I'll need to perform more tests. But from what we've seen, I believe the storm affects mortals in 3 distinct ways. It kills them, transforms them into Harrow Fiends, or leaves them mindless. I suppose I'd say it harrowed those poor pilgrims.
So what do we do next?
I want to learn more about the ritual, and how it produces the Harrow Storms. And I need to confirm my theories about the storm's effects. I'll start by examining the residue from the witch pike to identify the components used to power the ritual.
What do you need to examine the residue then?
My alchemical equipment. It's extremely fragile, so I left it in my pack. I hid it among a copse of trees once I saw all the vampires and Hierophines. Once I retrieve it, I can find a place to begin my analysis.
Alright, let's go find it. Probably missing though. Somebody probably stole it. Up over that way. Ooh. Meridia statue. Can we? No. No. Never mind. Maybe if we... no. Oh, hi. She doesn't even have a butt. Look at that. You were about to wanting to steal Fen.
That's close enough, Leech.
Wait! I'm not part of the coven!
Hi.
Would you mind asking that remarkably large woman to lower her rather large axe, please? Assure her that I'm harmless. Mostly.
Lyris, just go give him a hug. Like, he's small, you're big.
Back just in time. This place is crawling with
I'd chip
vampires,
it.
and that one was about to make a meal out of you.
That's just for Orion. House Ravenwatch. He's kind of investigating the house, the Ice Reach Coven like us.
House Ravenwatch. I've heard of them, but he's a long way from Rivenspire. Well, if you're willing to trust a vampire, I suppose I can too.
You're trusting me, right?
If we hurry, we might be able to catch her.
Coven Witch where?
On the cliff overlooking the temple. Calls herself Sister Embrit. I was going to rush her, but I wanted to make sure you hadn't run afoul of any of these monsters first. No offense, Fen. We're lucky the witch is still up there.
I'll meet you up there.
Perhaps I could question the witch before you introduce her to your impressive axe blade?
Maybe.
No time to talk now. We need to get up to the cliff and find that witch.
Yeah, she's already trusting me, right? Hey, Lyris, you watching? Whee! Oh. Well, I didn't exactly mean to do that, but hey, big lady. Oh, still alive, are you? That was the wrong key, but it's still nice. You play a vampire dark magic user almost every game. Ooh, wonder if we're gonna get a bite on this guy. Fuck. I also gotta stop block canceling. How many companions, friends are actually aware you're a vampire? I think a couple, but... Okay, let's see if we can do this right here. Why can I... We can do this. Nope, not there. Vampire cannibal, there we go. Do I really need to eat?
Sacrifices. How nice.
Sacrifice! I'd rather give you my axe, witch.
I hoped you could take her prisoner. No matter. I found something. This way?
This way!
Vampire friend, I'm gonna look around here.
You're gonna leave me alone with him again? Wait, oh, he just disappears. Would they provide vampires another way to eat rather than feeding? You have Disastrous Bloody Mara that will work as well. You can get that from the event, what is it, the Halloween event? They usually sell pretty cheap as well. A lot of people have it. They're also having a, what do you call it? like a crown store dummy that you can feed on, and a fountain that you can use to reduce your vampire levels as well. That should be coming up within the next month here, I think. Well, this does not look good. What's up?
Do you see? These are the same as the urns smuggled from Bankarai. They didn't just shatter, they exploded. I can sense traces of magicka clinging to the shards that matched the energy used in the storm ritual. These other fragments, though.
Other fragments?
All this rubble scattered around didn't just come from these urns. The texture and patterns are different. They appear to have used the funerary dust in the urns to summon the Harrow Storms. But I'm not sure what was inside the larger vessels.
The larger vessels?
Look at the shape of the fragments. They come from a hollow receptacle of some sort. Something at least as tall as you. Perhaps larger.
A bad dragon dildo?
Another piece of the puzzle. Maybe when I analyze the witch pike residue, an answer will suggest itself.
Well, you want to come to Solitude with us? Must be a place you can set up your equipment there, right?
Thank you, but no. I try to avoid large population centers. The temptation. You understand. I'll find someplace nearby, but out of the way where I can set up my equipment and work undisturbed. I'll send word when I have something to report.
You have a location in mind?
I met a clever woman who lives in the bog near Morthal. Old Mjolnir's a dying breed among the Nords, a practitioner of the old magic. The locals both admire and fear her. If anyone can help me untangle the Coven's ritual, it's her.
What makes you think old Bolger can help then?
Mjolnir's experience
Mjolnir.
with old ways and reach magic make her ideally suited to assist me in this endeavor. She's the closest thing to an expert we're likely to find out here. At least one who doesn't want to feed our eyes to a harpy.
And where's Morthal?
Western Skyrim consists of 3 holds. Hafengar, Hjalmarch, and Carthald.
What about Hufflepuff?
Capital of Hjalmarch. It's located southeast of Solitude, along the river Hjal. Old Mjolnir lives in the marshlands nearby.
Did Slytherin take away Hufflepuff? I'm gonna be sad if they did. Have you dealt with anything like this before then?
The Raven Watch has had to curtail rogue vampire clans, and put down feral blood fiends on occasion. But I've never dealt with anything like this before. People turning into Harrow fiends, or becoming mindless harrowed. It's a nightmare.
Right. Well, you had a theory of the effects of Harrow Storms, right?
Yes, but more research is required to confirm anything. Still, from what we observed here, it appears the Harrow Storm produced 3 distinct results in those caught within it. It turned them into Harrow fiends, or harrowed, or it simply killed them.
So they just erase the Hufflepuffs, so they definitely subjugate them at least. It is. Alright, tall nerd lady, talk to me.
So, what did your vampire friend discover?
You discovered you're tall. Actually, should I be talking? Yeah, I just talk like this the entire time. Actually, I gotta move myself a little bit here. Just a minute there, Lyris. Hi. You're tall. Okay, down here. Yeah, I got the bat from a Crown Crate. Actually, I bought it with gems from Crown Crate. Fenorian thinks the Harrow Storm is created by Harrow Fiends and the Harrowed.
Reach witches summoning magical storms to create feral vampires?
Yes.
Horrible, but to what purpose? Well, that's the next puzzle to solve. First, we need to get this information to the Queen. Here. This was for Brondel, but it's yours now.
Yay. Magic Curry, magic. That sounds about as Good as
Queen Gerhild needs to
God
hear
damn
what
it.
we discovered at Kilcreath Temple.